Right now at 5, a La Crosse woman charged with human trafficking is back in court.
And UWL's new chancellor prepares the university for a new era.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. New details on a La Crosse woman accused of human trafficking. 28-year-old Chantil Kibler is formally charged with 4 counts of human trafficking and 1 count each of false imprisonment, felony bail jumping, and possession of drug paraphernalia. According to the criminal complaint, the victim sold drugs for Kibler's boyfriend, Dre Broadnax, in Wausau, Wisconsin. After the victim lost some of Broadnax's money, he forced her to come to La Crosse. Here, Kibler allegedly forced her to have sex with multiple men to, quote, earn his money back. After about a week, the victim was able to escape and filed a report with police. Kibler is currently in jail on a $500,000 cash bond. The investigation is still ongoing. Kibler has another open case in La Crosse County for drug possession, according to online court records.
911 lines are currently down in Crawford and Richland counties. That's according to a Facebook post shared by Crawford County Emergency Service personnel this afternoon. If you live in Crawford County and have an emergency, you can call 608-326-8414 instead. And for those in Richland County, their number there popping up on your screen. Now, the cause of the disruption currently unclear, but we will continue to follow this and update you on any developments on all of our digital platforms.
Yeah, typical July pattern that we're in right now with some showers and storms for some areas. A lot of areas remain dry, but I've noticed Eau Claire's actually got hit pretty good with a couple thunderstorms, even some pea-sized hail and some heavier rainfall too. So it's kind of that nature of the business. So we're going in this time of year to see that afternoon, evening activity, and we should see it for a couple more hours for Eau Claire, but then they're going to probably be partly cloudy, mostly clear skies. It'll quiet it down probably later on. La Crosse, lesser of a chance, and I'll explain why a little bit, why there's less of a chance, but still we could see a shower. It's not depicted there till about 9 p.m. or so. Right now, most of the activity is with a line kind of up to the north. We zoom into Eau Claire, you can see that line that came through, produced a heavier rainfall, almost an inch in some areas. So brief heavy rain along I-94 there, maybe some pea-sized hail. The stronger storms. La Crosse, a few hit-and-miss showers here along I-90 that will continue on further south. Once again, another little bit of area pushing across. So kind of that kind of explain, if we kind of time this out, you kind of see that throughout the evening hours about till 9 p.m. So later on, we'll kind of time out the shower and chances that we going on for Tuesday and Wednesday. If you want the heat to come back, we do have that in store towards next week, and I'll explain what the temperatures look like a bit later.
All right, sounds like a plan. Thanks, Craig. 18,500. That's how many passengers rode on Borealis trains in its first month of service. That's according to Amtrak Midwest. The Borealis trains made a debut in May, offering connection rides from St. Paul to Chicago with new stops in La Crosse and Tomah. Greg Thompson is the secretary of the Wisconsin Department of Transportation. He says the initial data is promising and reflects the hard work done to bring this service to the people of Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Illinois. The train makes 8 stops a day. Passengers can catch a train from La Crosse to Chicago daily at 2:16 p.m.
Construction begins today at the intersection of Wisconsin State Route 16 and County Highway M in West Salem. According to the Wisconsin Department of Transportation, the project will add new left turn lanes on Route 16, resurface County Highway M, and install new traffic lights. During construction, Route 16 will be reduced to 1 lane each way. County Road M will be closed for repaving. WisDOT expects the work to be completed by late August, weather permitting.
Last week, UWL's new Chancellor James Beebe took over the role.
News 8 Now's Allison Fergut met with Chancellor Beebe as a new era at UWL kicks off. Allison.
Ken and Emily, Beebe is taking over after former UWL Chancellor Joe Gao was fired for appearing in online pornography. Now, while Gao's tenure is still up in the air, Beebe is staying focused on the future.
People have been very welcoming. It's been very nice. It's a beautiful town.
UW-La Crosse's newest chancellor is still getting to know the Coulee region.
The most important thing is to listen to folks, get to know, what's on the minds of individuals, what's on the minds of units, get to meet people.
He steps into the chancellor role during what's been called a difficult time for the university. In December, the UW Board of Regents fired former UWL Chancellor Joe Gao for appearing in online pornography. Beebe is hoping it doesn't distract from the university's goals.
I think stay focused on the job at hand, focus on the mission, and what are we here for? We're here for our students, to make sure that they are the center of all that we do.
Last month, the then interim chancellor Betsy Morgan said Gao damaged the university's reputation and hurt donations. It's something Beebe hopes to reverse.
I think to focus on what we do really well here, focusing on the positive things that UWL has done and will continue to do.
The Faculty Hearing Committee has still not released their decision on whether former Chancellor Gao should keep his tenure at the university. But when they do, Beebe can decide whether to recommend the UW Board of Regents fire his predecessor.
This is a personnel issue, so I really can't comment on that. It wouldn't be appropriate in my first week in particular to comment on things. So I would just say it will go through the process it needs to go through, and we'll see what happens.
Despite the ongoing controversy, Beebe is looking forward to a bright future at UWL.
What you have here is exceptional. You have very high quality academics. You have a budget that's balanced. You're in a very good university system, and you have folks that really care about the institution. You've got all the right ingredients.
Now, overall, it's been a hard time in higher education. That's what Beebe says. Last year, UWL was just one of 3 UW system schools that had a balanced budget. He says it's critical to keep that positive momentum going. Reporting in La Crosse, Allison Fergit, Ken and Emily, back to you.
Thank you, Allison.
Building the skills to manage conflict and enhance workplace wellness. That was the goal of a conflict workshop at Viterbo today. The 2-hour event run by the Greater La Crosse Area Diversity Council, commonly called GLAD-C. According to the council, today's workshop focused on navigating conflict, understanding power dynamics, and overcoming cultural barriers. GLAD-C's executive director says its goal is to help workplaces create a culture of inclusion.
The Greater La Crosse Area Diversity Council is here to make sure that it's providing the services so that the local organizations can learn more about diversity, equity, and inclusion, and then create a culture of inclusion within the workplaces.
GLAD-C says today's event was perfect for leaders, managers, and anyone looking to promote diversity and inclusion in the workplace. The organization's annual conference will be on October 24th.
A defiant President Biden resists calls to leave the race.
After the break, more on the president's new letter to congressional Democrats.
Ever wonder why most window replacements fail? It's the installation process. Hi, I'm Steve from ClearChoice. Many companies rush through installations using the caulk and walk methods. They pop the old windows out, slap the new ones in, add a few screws and smears of caulk, then hurry on to the next job. Your window ends up barely hanging on. At ClearChoice, our Weather Guardian installation process ensures your windows are secure and airtight. Don't compromise on quality. Choose ClearChoice Window and Home Solutions for windows that stand the test of time.
Every day we battle illegal drugs coming into our community.
And we know the attacks on Tammy Baldwin are not true.
Tammy's working with law enforcement to stop the flow of fentanyl.
She brought Democrats and Republicans together
to crack down on drugs coming from China and Mexico,
giving us more tools to fight drug smugglers.
And Tammy voted 32 times to strengthen the border.
Don't believe the attacks.
It's Tammy Baldwin I trust to keep Wisconsin safe.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
Do you know where your money's going? Ultra's online and mobile banking gives you instant access to your accounts and makes managing your finances easy. Halfway around the world or at your local neighborhood shop. No need to visit a branch to deposit checks, transfer money, or open new accounts. All of those and more are available right at your fingertips. Check your spending, make loan payments, and send money to your friends and family. Convenient banking that gives you control of your finances. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Is it time for new carpet in your home or business? Then it's time to visit Carpets to Go. As Wisconsin's premier flooring sales, Carpets to Go has the best in selection and name brands. There's a lot to consider when choosing the best carpet for you. With a tremendous selection and expert advice, you won't go wrong. Tile flooring adds beauty and style to any area. It's low maintenance and resistant to scratches and stains. With free estimates and design, financing, and installation available, there's no better choice than Carpets to Go at their convenient location in Onalaska.
Improving your home, improving your life with quality for less. Don't be fooled by free installation or buy this and get that free. Be assured this baloney is the road sign to high prices. Discover what thousands of your friends and neighbors have for over 30 years. The best price today and every day on windows and doors, bathrooms and kitchens, siding and gutters, sunrooms, decks, and pergolas. Call or visit the board store for a prompt free estimate. 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse, since 1989.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
President Biden spent the day making phone calls to Democratic lawmakers, trying to reassure them that he is the only person who can defeat former President Trump this fall.
Nicole Skanga has more details from our nation's capital.
President Biden has launched an aggressive push to rally support with Democrats.
I am not going anywhere.
Biden called into MSNBC's Morning Joe and admitted his debate performance marked a terrible night, but says he's still best positioned to beat former President Trump in November.
I wouldn't be running if I didn't absolutely believe that I am the best candidate to beat Donald Trump in 2024.
But the president is losing support of a small but growing list of House Democrats who say they don't believe he can beat Trump after that debate performance.
The polling is going in the opposite direction. I think we have to be honest with ourselves. The situation is not getting better. Frankly, it's getting worse.
In a letter sent to congressional Democrats Monday, the president argued that voters are the ones who get to pick their nominee, adding, "The voters have spoken." But Democrats in the battleground state of Pennsylvania who spoke with us seemed split on the issue.
Biden just needs to step down and let someone else take the reins.
At this point, no. It's a little too late for that. I think he'll do fine.
Even Biden's supporters called this a critical make-it-or-break-it week for him as he works to turn around his campaign ahead of next week's Republican National Convention. Nicole Skanga, CBS News, Washington.
So far, no Democratic senators have called for Biden to step down as the Democratic nominee. However, a few are contemplating the issue.
Colorado Senator Michael Bennet issued a statement today saying he will have talks with his colleagues this week to discuss the most viable path forward for Democrats.
Well, the Republican National Committee is adopting a party platform that mirrors former President Trump's position, opposing a federal abortion ban and leaving that decision to the states. It's the first time a national abortion ban has been omitted in 40 years. Trump is imposing his priorities on the RNC's platform committee as he seeks to steer clear of strict abortion language, even while taking credit for the Supreme Court's overturning of Roe v. Wade in 2022. The new platform language relies on the Constitution's 14th Amendment to say that states are free to pass laws concerning abortion.
The TSA screens millions of passengers over the holiday weekend.
The magic number that once again broke travel records.
And we got scattered showers and thunderstorms this evening for some. We might have some more, but I think the coverage tomorrow will be less. We'll break down what Wednesday looks like, and especially going into this weekend with that heat coming back. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
To me, it's the worst thing a parent can face. My daughter was pregnant, and she was about to lose her baby. Because of the extreme abortion ban in her state, we were about to lose her as well. Doctors were not even allowed to help Mandy until she was near death. I'm conservative, but that makes no sense. An extreme abortion ban almost killed my daughter. A national abortion ban would be devastating for all families.
At Overhead Door Company, we repair any garage door and only install the best. Serving up to 100 miles outside of the Onalaska, Wisconsin area. When you need a door company you can trust with your life, call Overhead Door Company of the Seven Rivers region.
Where there's a flooded basement, musty crawl space, or wood rot, there's an answer. American Waterworks. For more than 30 years, American Waterworks has been solving homeowners' toughest waterproofing problems. Schedule your free inspection and estimate today.
Get an 11% rebate at Menards. Refresh your space with Mohawk's amazing tile selection. Choose from over 350 tile options. Crafted glass ceramic tiles are just 99 cents each after rebate. Shop our selection of Window Images window treatments. 2-inch cordless white faux wood blinds are room darkening for light control and privacy. Just $21.99 after 11% rebate at Menards. #1 in customer satisfaction among home improvement retailers, according to J.D. Power.
Save big money at Menards.
At Ultra Federal Credit Union, we have a fair number of employees that travel quite a bit. Our employees' time is probably our most valuable asset at the credit union. Respecting their time is important, so convenience, getting in and out, ease of travel is probably our #1 priority, followed by the economics of it. We look at the La Crosse Regional Airport as being very convenient. You do not have the mileage expense, the parking expense, the additional hotel expense, the overnight travel, so that's why we consider coming out of here.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 22% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet, brought to you by Asher Laston Exteriors.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
The Transportation Security Administration says this July 4th holiday weekend hit a new all-time travel record.
The TSA says it screened upwards of 3 million passengers for the first time ever on Sunday. Travelers flooding through checkpoints nationwide as people returned from Independence Day trips. It shattered the previous record set last month when just under 3 million passengers were screened on June 23rd. There were some disruptions, though, due to Hurricane Beryl. According to data from FlightAware, nearly 700 flights were canceled Sunday and another nearly 1,400 flights canceled Monday.
Beryl is now a tropical storm, but made landfall southwest of Houston today as a Category 1 hurricane. It's the first to make landfall in the U.S. this season. Harris County authorities say at least 2 people have already died as a result of the storm. Wind gusts reached as high as 94 miles an hour and knocked out power to more than 2 million customers in the state. That's according to PowerOutage.us. Houston Mayor John Whitmire is urging everyone to stay inside as the city focuses on emergency response and preparing for what comes next.
Yeah, and I checked up with my family just a couple of minutes ago, and they're still without power.
Oh, really?
Very high winds, a few branches down, a good amount of flooding, but nothing too detrimental, thankfully. But they are still out with still without power, so hopefully they'll get that back on soon.
Yeah.
But here in our region, we do have some storms headed our way in the northern part of the region, Greg.
Yeah, we still got this little, call it a wave or disturbance or whatever that's over the area, so that we do have. The good news with the rivers, everything is beginning to fall. Everything is, so far now, it's Wabasha and Winona are right down to minor flood stage. There'll be action here soon. La Crosse and McGregor are on the way early next week. We should be down into minor and then action. So we're not expecting any significant, really, precipitation over the next week, so that's a positive. We still got some showers and storms, mainly up to the north, till about 9. Tomorrow there'll be fewer storms. That little disturbance we have over us is not going to be there, so still a few, but I think it'll be mostly dry for most areas. Some storms once again on Wednesday. The tropical system has a play in kind of what goes on Wednesday in our area, but dry on Thursday, and then we begin to warm up. So right now, there's just really that line just south of Eau Claire that's pushing east. That's probably the main concentrated of some thunderstorms, heavy rain potential there, maybe some pea-sized hail with that. Otherwise, it's just scattered in nature across most of the rest of the area. So that'll be really the trend as we play that out throughout the evening. It's just hit and miss showers and a few storms. By the time we get to about 7, 8, most of it's east of La Crosse. And then by 9, especially up to the north, they're probably going to be quiet and down, but either maybe southwest Wisconsin towards Volksfield and those areas may continue to about 10 to see some of these showers and storms. Then mostly clear or partly cloudy. All this cloud cover down here, that deals with the tropical system, or was a tropical system as it begins to push up. As you wake up tomorrow morning, we could see some low clouds developing again in some of the more favorable locations. If it does, it'll burn off fairly quick. Tomorrow, it's really a tale of where you are. Far southern Wisconsin will have this cloud cover associated with Beryl as it moves northeastward. Up to the north, we'll probably have more sun in the afternoon hours. And as you look over ahead, a lot of the cirrus clouds or these high clouds will kind of keep a lid probably on some of the showers and thunderstorms we could develop. A little bit further north, they might see a little bit of that towards the afternoon. Eau Claire, maybe around 4 to 6. And some of this may drift a little bit further south. So overall, coverage-wise, much less, and the chances much less tomorrow, but there's still that chance that we might see it. once again, all that cloud cover continues because of Beryl moving northeastward. And Beryl does continue to move all the way up to about Indiana. We're going to stay on the north side, basically cloud cover, but it's going to pull this little system down here down to the southeast, and that's our chance for going into Wednesday to see some showers and thunderstorms. Right now, it kind of tracks more further west. So Wednesday, once again, most of the day will probably be dry, but we still have that diving south to produce that showers and thunderstorms throughout the day, and that may continue into the evening hours a little bit. Before Thursday, we change everything, and we get some of that heat out to the west. It's going to begin to pull north or pull eastward. Eventually, towards the end of the week, we are going to get some of that all the way. So we're expecting temperatures to climb up towards the end of the week, and especially the weekend. Humidity is going to come up. The temperatures are going to be coming up too. So, but in the meantime, showers and storms, a few of those probably till about 9 or 10. Most of the area will remain dry as we go through tomorrow. Less of the showers and thunderstorms. Mid-80s, about where we should be. Storms on Wednesday, and then notice the temperature trend towards the weekend, and the humidity comes dramatically up towards the weekend. So if you want the summer heat and humidity, you're going to get it finally probably like this weekend, although it won't be here probably long.
All right. Thank you, Greg. A Jurassic display.
The journey this long-necked dinosaur took to share its story with the world.
Tuesday on News 8 Now this morning, despite advances in cancer research, death rates for endometrial or uterine cancer continue to rise. We'll have the latest you need to know tomorrow.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Come into comfort during the International Furniture 4th of July sales event. Get 40% off all Norwalk Furniture special orders and up to 50% off select floor samples. The Tri-State's largest Norwalk Furniture showroom is at International Furniture, I-90 Exit 2, La Crosse.
I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message. Our Constitution has given us more rights, freedoms, and prosperity than any country in history. Every 4th of July, we come together to celebrate those freedoms. But right now, we're a divided nation. We have to stop putting on the blue jersey or red jersey. Instead, put on the red, white, and blue jersey. Come together and get things done.
I'm proud to be an American. At River Valley Remodelers, we know that the bathroom is the most personal space in your house. That's why we don't come in with preconceived ideas or cookie-cutter installs. We'll sit down and talk with you about your needs and dreams. Whether it's a tub or shower or an entire bathroom design, we'll take the time to talk with you and get things just the way you want it. For a limited time, get a free shower door or a color upgrade with your shower purchase. So let's talk about the most personal room in your house. River Valley Remodelers. Improve your home, build our community.
Are you ready to build your future? Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor is hiring and wants you to apply. Starting wage for laborers is $21 per hour with a $2,500 hiring bonus. No experience but a great attitude? Then apply today. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today.
Come into comfort during the International Furniture 4th of July sales event. Get 40% off all Norwalk Furniture special orders and up to 50% off select floor samples. The Tri-State's largest Norwalk Furniture showroom is at International Furniture, I-90 Exit 2, La Crosse.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
A huge dinosaur skeleton has made a transatlantic journey from the U.S. to a museum in Denmark for visitors to get an up-close look.
Leah Mishkin reports from London on the dinosaur's recovery and the new display.
On a Wyoming cattle ranch, a team of archaeologists began the work of excavating a dinosaur that roamed during the late Jurassic period.
It's an amazing specimen, first of all, because it's articulated. It was lying in the same position as it died in 150 million years ago.
And how was it discovered?
It was discovered in Wyoming by a rancher and some professional dinosaur hunters.
That was in 2017. It took a team about 5 years, more than 15,000 hours, to get the Camarasaurus grandis out of the ground and to Denmark's Museum of Evolution.
It's 97% intact. So we have almost every single bone of the dinosaurs.
How rare is it to have a dinosaur that's 97% intact?
It's extremely rare. It's a world-class specimen.
The 42-foot skeleton traveled by plane from the U.S. to Europe.
And we had a little bit of a problem with it because it actually sort of disappeared between Zurich and Copenhagen, but eventually it showed up about a week late.
Once it arrived, a museum team spent about 24 hours putting the long neck together.
And none of the pieces were missing, luckily.
Do we know how it died?
No, we don't. But we know that it died most likely in a stream or in shallow water, and then it was covered with some sort of sediment, mud, sand that prevented predators from eating it. It's just a wonderful creature.
A wonderful creature giving visitors a glimpse of the past. Leah Mishkin, CBS News.
And the museum says they are open to lending the specimen to other museums or universities. And that's probably a good idea because the level of preservation and kind of the detail that you can kind of see it, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. They kept calling it long neck. It reminded me of The Land Before Time.
The Land Before Time.
Littlefoot.
Yes.
He was the long neck, aka Brontosaurus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, classic.
Fun times. Okay, all right. We'll have another look at tonight's forecast right after the break.
We need Katrina Shanklin in Congress. She'll fight to restore women's rights to make our own healthcare decisions.
She'll use her experience to stop a national abortion ban.
And Katrina will protect our reproductive freedoms. I'm Katrina Shanklin, and I approve this message.
Are you in need of a new water heater? Here at Maxwell White, we offer the best solutions for homeowners in La Crosse and the surrounding areas. Being the best means installing the best. Our American-made Bradford White water heaters can revolutionize your home and give you the home comfort you've always wanted. Contact Maxwell White today to find out how a professionally installed Bradford White water heater is right for your home. Our expert technicians will answer all of your questions and find the best possible solution for you. Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
When you're looking to update your home, shop the Habitat Restore. The Habitat Restore offers a wide selection of new and gently used building materials and home furnishings at an incredibly low price. From furniture and cabinets, windows and doors, appliances, vintage items, reclaimed lumber, and everything in between. The Restore has what you're looking for, and new products arrive daily. So before you run to that big box store, shop the Habitat Restore, providing families with a place to call home.
A storm damage message from Knutson Roofing. If the roof on your home, business, church, or school was damaged by recent storms, call your local roof repair expert, Knutson Roofing at 715-ROOFING. Trust a local company with thousands of references to fix your roof, not the drive-through town companies that show up after a storm. Knutson Roofing. Local, dependable. Did we say local? Call 715-ROOFING today.
Did you realize 90% of roofs are replaced before they need to be? With roof costs doubling in the past 5 years, there is a better solution. What if I told you there's a way to extend the life of your roof while also providing extra protection against hail, UV rays, high winds, water, and granule loss? Go Nano is a roof treatment that uses nanotechnology to extend the life of your roof 5 to 15 additional years and is 80 to 90% less expensive than replacing your roof. Contact Clear Choice today for your free roof evaluation or to learn more.
When my family's water was contaminated, Katrina Shanklin got to work. She worked with the governor and fixed the problem. My family can now drink our water thanks to her. I'm really grateful for that.
I'm Katrina Shanklin, and I approve this message.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page. Or find us at news8000.com.
All right, a few showers or storms, mainly north of La Crosse. La Crosse could still get one, but I think most of it will stay near Eau Claire. It'll clear out overnight. Some low clouds to start the day tomorrow. A little bit less than thunderstorms tomorrow, a little bit more Wednesday, but notice the temperature trend towards the end of the week and the weekend. So we are going to be starting to come up, along with some humidity too, especially as we get toward there. So
a sticky weekend indeed.
Ooh, sticky, yeah.
Yes.
All right, thanks for joining us tonight at 5.
We'll see you at 6.